Hello and welcome back to Goblin Gaming. We're in the brand new game mode Abyss. Patch came out yesterday. I did a few runs in this new difficulty. Got a build kind of set up. I've never done this build before, so I had to get the relics and stuff. Thankfully, all the relics I had gotten my very first playthrough were still there. So I went through and I salvaged everything that was tier 1 or 2 and got like 20,000 souls from it so I could upgrade my new set of gear. But yeah, we're running an old bell setup. Yeah, old bell, that's what it's called. And with it we have mana, a percentage of our mana, 121% is added onto the bell's damage. I ranked that up fully. I probably should wait until I got a tier 4 version of it, but that's okay. We did find a tier 4 version of the lasso belt. Tier 4s were just added to the game, so that's pretty nice. We got a tier 3 sacrificed, leveled it up 4 ranks. That gives us a percentage of max life as additional damage. So basically scaling our life and scaling our mana will increase the damage of our bell. And whenever we choose a bell rank, it gives us life and mana as well. So it kind of self-scales, which is nice. We're also running a series of just blue and yellow amulets that have plague damage on them, or plus life, plus mana, that kind of thing. I think all the ones I have in right now have plague damage on them. Well, this one is only life. I need to find another one with plague damage and life. But all the others have plague damage on them. We also are adding in an energy box, which makes it so whenever we teleport, the location we land at has a poison puddle, and the location we leave has a lightning puddle. So if we do them both in the same place, they're stacked on top of each other. But they'll just add a little extra damage on. We're not ranking it up super high, so it's probably not going to add that much damage, but it'll help a little. I think we have it at rank 4 right now. Constellation wise, we don't have the cooldown reduction yet. We're working towards that. So once we get that cooldown reduction, then we'll rank it up further. But right now we don't have it. We took the deer to increase all of our plague damages. We took this to scale our critical damage, and we took this to generate agility orbs and attack speed, move speed, that kind of thing. So alright, I think that is pretty much everything. Oh, we got a lifelink with our lasso, so I'll make him take more damage. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much everything. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go on in and see if we can beat it. Last time I did it, I was really close. Oh no, I think I actually did end up beating it, so we should be able to again. Alright, let's go area of effect on the bell right away. That'll just make things a little bit more convenient. You can see it does cost life. It's one of my relics, makes the bell cost life instead of mana. But we have enough damage with the life leech that we just instantly get the life we use back. So it's really not a big deal. Unless we don't hit anything, in which case we're just missing 20% of our life all of a sudden. So. Looks like we're hitting for about 7 million. Dang. Alright. Leveling up those relics even more did a lot. Yeah, we're just basically zipping through. I don't think on my portal right now I have red portals, but I might. I don't know if my bell has that. The bell, it should be noted, is a different bell than you have when you're doing hell runs. I'll show you guys it at the very end here. So stick around and have it so you can have a look at that. But it's kind of interesting. It's better laid out, I think. You have to waste less points on things that should just be there to start. Like your reliquary slots, all that ability to add levels onto your spells. It's all in just one slot at the beginning. So it's really nice. Alright, we want elemental damage, because believe it or not, plague is classified as elemental, and that will also up the damage of the lightning portion of our teleport when we do end up using that for damage on bosses. We don't really worry about it till bosses, but it's nice on bosses to have that little extra damage ticking, and they can stack. So if you happen to get your cooldown low enough that you can just teleport, they'll stack on top of each other, which is nice. Guess we can use a cure to spread our damage out a little bit. Clear it a little bit quicker. gets magneted. I should have cleared these first, but it's okay. And there. We don't want duration. Oh, new thing they added, if you hover over the talents, it shows you exactly what's adding and what it's taking out. So you no longer have to memorize the talent tree of cards, which is really nice. Always 240 for a reroll here, and I'll get screwed. Okay. I did not think about that. Okay. Well, that was stupid. I didn't realize I only had 1200, so yeah. Okay, I do have red portals, so we'll probably take that. Let's go ahead and up our critical chance. What are we sitting at crit-wise? 52? Not bad, not bad. Let me just clear this room out because it's got a lot of stuff in it. And there's a couple chests right at the beginning, so it kind of makes sense to just hop in and do these real quick and get the gold. Oh, and there's a treasure goblin. Rewarded for my greed. That's what I like to see. There's that lead up there too I probably want to kill. Yeah. And it actually looks, I'll take a level up on lasso. Looks like there's another belt over, or another chest over here. Another belt. There's another belt over there. Someone dropped their pants and just left their belt. I think this is actually the end of the level, so let's go spend on the statue and then we'll double back with the red portal. To get the bonuses that it affords. I don't know if that's really the way you should do it, but it's the way I've been doing it. I didn't actually grab the chest. We should have plenty of time. If we have to rush, we can rush when we need to. You should be strong enough already to kill the end boss. Since I'm critting for like 12 million. Let's get even more crit chance. Let's see, that puts us at 64. Nice. And pop the cooldown up to 100. Great. That's what I like to see. So this leveling up your relics that do the life to damage and mana to damage actually gives a big damage boost. So we just went from 12 million to 30 million with a 10% increase. Just because we have so much life. Let's get more area of effect on the belt. Can't hurt to make it a little bigger. Make it hit more easier. I dig it. Actually, didn't one-shot one of those guys. That's crazy. Plague damage is what we do want, though, for our elements. And then our final upgrade, the 9,000 one, will end up being like whenever you do any element damage, it'll reduce all other elements. So it ends up being pretty good. Oh, now we're back down to 18 million. Oh, we had a Shrine of Power, I bet. Yeah. So we went from 12 to 18 million, which is still a good increase. There's a level 4 small coffee. I will take that because I want to do my meteor build next. I have an idea for a different kind of meteor build, like a pure caster one. I want to see if it works. Let's grab area of effect. I assume that'll increase the area of effect of our poison pool too. So we don't have the lightning bubbles around us, so breaking things we do have to actually like slam on them, but it's not a big deal because our bell goes down so quick it's like instant and we can cast it from a distance. So it's really not too big of a deal. Especially if you get the area on it a little bit bigger. You just incidentally break most things. We do... Well, because we don't spend mana is why we didn't do the mana balls. It also let us go hard into the agility tree right away. I do believe I have all of the curse shrines in the first act already, so we shouldn't need to do any of those. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Hits reduce plague resistance, right? Oh, that's even better. Let's do that next. Cool. Aptitude. Teleport more often. We don't really need to use our teleport for damage until we get to the Hell Zone of Act 1. And then it starts becoming a little bit more necessary. Pure Life on this build, because it scales our damage. Can't wait till they add different loadouts so I can have multiple sets of gear. Because right now, basically, when you try a new build, you have to rebuild your entire gear set. Which isn't terrible, it's just a little of a bummer. A little bit of a bummer. Especially when you want to try something that's a very different style. And it's like, oh, I really gotta gather some stuff for a bit first. Curious as to what happens when you beat this and you go into the Oblivion mode. Blighted status intensity. Interesting. Don't think I care about that because that's just a stun. We'll and save our money. I could have re-rolled, but I want to get up to that 9k as soon as possible. Because that'll be extremely helpful in beating the final boss. Get all the side golds. I could actually pop all my cooldowns and show you guys what that looks like. So your bell drop speed is determined by a combination of your attack speed and your cooldown reduction. So if you're able to stack a bunch of cooldown reduction, you're actually going to end up stacking a bunch of bell cast speed. So every time we take ranks in our teleport, it actually gives us ranks of attack speed for our bell, which is pretty cool. So like here, when I do, let's say, damage, it's also giving me faster drop times on the bells because it's reducing my cooldowns. Which is super. That's kind of nice for breaking crates that teleport, leaving a pool poison where you land. So that's really nice for that. We're starting to get into the territory where things are starting to do a little bit more damage. You can see our teleport thing is ticking for 260,000 rapidly. It's kind of nice. Nothing compared to our bell, of course. But our entire build is built around that, so that makes sense. Let's increase the critical damage of the bell. Basically everything in our build feeds into the bell. Just fitness, ooh, attack speed, very nice, very nice. Conviction, scaling damage, that wouldn't be bad to have, but I think that's a rank 1, not a rank 3 with that color. I think rank 3 ones are darker, right? In the background? Yeah, they're brighter. I do wish it kind of told you what rank they were right there on them when you're hovering over them. Maybe that's something they add in the future though. That'd be dope. These devs are very responsive too and listening to feedback, which is really a nice change of pace after playing 7 Days to Die for a few months and having devs just shit on their community over and over again. Because I love that game, but the direction they're taking is no longer a survival game. That's for sure. Anyway, this game is amazing. It's like my wildest dreams. It's roguelike plus Diablo style ARPG or Path of Exile style ARPG. The layouts are the same every time, so you get better every time you run it. You learn more. It becomes like kind of a speedrunning thing eventually, if you want to really push yourself, which I think is a really cool concept. And I have not had, because I've played so many games that everything is just random all the time. And, you know, it's been a long time since I played a game that has actual levels that stay the same. There's little variances, like the shrines that you get are different, and goblins and treasure chests have multiple locations they can spawn, but the general map layout's the same every time, and the elite compositions are the same, it seems, each time. Alright, here's reduced plague resistance, so it's just crates. We're at 5 minutes, I should probably book through this zone a little quicker, and not take my time by as much. Let's do critical damage, because we're going to hit the 100% crit rate this run, most likely. Wish there was a stat to increase pickup range though. It's really annoying having to run back to things you just broke that were right beside you to grab the gold. That's why I grabbed this Star Constellation on my other playthrough that bagged that stuff in when you kill an elite, because I got tired of it. I didn't have the points to do on this one though, because it's not New Game Plus, so you don't have quite as much to roll with. I kind of wish everything you broke just kind of magneted to you, but I guess that would make that constellation worthless. Let's just keep the physical resistance. I think next we probably just want to go like straight life, because we increase the life scaling on our conversion. So straight life should give us a significant portion of damage. As quick as we can. Yep. Your forward-looking glass. Let's grab more crit chance again. Gotta get that up more still. You may notice there's only 3 skills on the bar. That's just to make it so that our bell becomes super juiced. There wasn't a whole lot else that complemented it without kind of watering down the build. Like the passives on things weren't really worth it. I could have grabbed the minions, the like Catholic guard minions, and then their levels would give me cooldown reduction, which would help the bell, but I already have the teleport that does that. And then I would have to deal with splitting my upgrades to them, so I didn't think that really made much sense. There is a relic that scales your damage based on the number of minions you have, but wow, that's unfortunate. But the downside on that is the guard is only 4 minions. Now there's a relic that makes it so whenever you drop the bell, you get minions, but then they add a 3-second cooldown onto the bell, and it just becomes really annoying, honestly. Maybe once I have the cooldown reduction I could run that, but not at the moment. It's too long. 3 seconds doesn't sound like a long time, but in a game like this, 3 seconds is quite a while. Especially when it's your like main attack. I would have to use the teleport for damage a lot more. So crit chance is 100 right now, so we don't need any more crit chance. So let's grab damage on the bell. We hit our 100% crit rate even without the active buff on. Great. So when we do the active buff, it's just gonna give us a bunch of crit damage now. I mean, it already did that, but there's 20% more life. That's what I was looking for. Things around the outside. Alright. Now focus on killing. Raise this up. Let's pop our cooldowns. Yep. Critical damage, sounds good. Alright, we're gonna take the red portal again. Let's get this up to night. Great. That's good, because we're taking our sweet dang time, aren't we? Let's go damage on this. Just noticed. Chest right here. Get out of my way, buddy. Let's go cooldown. And critical damage sounds good. 31 million we're up to on our bells. Not bad at all. Doing more damage here. 2 million. I might have had a shrine, I don't know. Okay. More life. Right, just the right amount of gold there. That was beautiful. Alright. We're on the level before the boss. We should be perfectly fine time-wise. No worries at all. We're almost done with our upgrades. We've almost got everything fully upgraded. The other nice thing about only running 3 skills is that if you don't need the other skills, this helps you focus and get exactly what you want on the ones you are running. Kinda nice. Oh, I think there's gonna be another upgrade we can really do that's gonna help a whole lot. I guess we could grab mana for that little bit extra mana conversion damage. And that'll only be 600, so that'd be worth it. If that's the case, I don't really even need to clear side things. I just wanted to fully level up, but not that big of a deal if we don't. We're now fully leveled. If you end up running out of levels, you get gold instead, which is kind of cool, but we actually spaced it out perfectly there. So mana, there we go. And now we're on the final boss. Let's see how it goes. That was a little strong, I gotta say. Oh, he's down. Okay, so that's Act 1 Oblivion cleared. We're gonna go on to Act 2 next and see what we can do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me show you the bell, so you guys can see how it changed, because it did change a bit. So the bell is the Great Bell in this mode instead, and the very center one unlocks maximum skill level and reliquary sizes just with 1 point, which is amazing. And then after that, it's pretty much the same thing. The only real difference is where you would have had those reliquary ranks and stuff. It's just not there. So you can invest more in like meta progression development instead, which is kind of cool. So, in fact, I'm going to put in 3 points into meta progression. And then we're going to come on down here. We just grab some cooldown. Is there more cooldown? There's more mana. Lots more mana. Let's probably do that. The conviction thing doesn't do anything for us because, yeah. We can do mana shield. That would be actually really nice because we're not actually spending mana. That's just going to give me better mitigation. All right. Cool. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know if you guys are enjoying these videos. I'm loving making them, so I'll probably keep making them for a little bit. But, yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying. I'll talk to y'all later.